So hello everyone, welcome back to Programming Knowledge. So in this video, we will be continuing the series of setting Firebase into the Flutter. So in the last video, we saw how to implement the phone OTP authentication into Flutter application. In this video, we will see how we can implement Firebase Firestore as a real-time database into a Flutter app. So as you can see, this is the fifth video into a series. In this, we will use Firebase Firestore as a real-time database into a Flutter. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the console. Go to build. In the list, you can check the Firestore database. Go over there, click on create database. Click on next, select test mode, click on create. Now you may see it's telling us to try in a 1 minute. Basically it's a 65 second. Let's go to the Android Studio and let me show you the home page which I designed. So this is the home page, a basic home page. Or on click of the add button you may see this. So and there is nothing more functionality to it. It's just a basic design. Till then, let me just create a new Dart file which will be a node model. So in that we will create one class node. In this it will take two variables. First title, another description, then it will take a constructor, and after that it will take a static method to map which will take a node variable and it will convert them and it will return a map. After that we will create a factory method which will convert and it will return a node. Now what's the point? Over here we will use the map and the string dynamic map. Just use map over here and just use title over here. So this is done. Now our time is over till yet. Let's just click on create again. Now you may see our database is ready. So in this database, the data is stored in collection and document format. Let me just show you. So we can create a collection called nodes. It will ask us to store the ID. So let me just create one title and the field will be, we will use programming knowledge and add another field. This will be description and over here we will write please subscribe. Done. And just save it. Now you may see that this data is added. So from the console we can add the data this way. But we have to add the data using the Android Studio, right? From our app. So go to the home screen, scroll down, create one method called add node, and it will take node as a parameter. So before that, one thing you have to note that there should be one list of nodes named node and it will be empty. So now go to, just close the, okay, remove the center and over here write if nodes dot is empty. If the node is empty, then show us this. But if the note isn't empty, like if there is notes in there, like if we don't get any notes, so show that no notes yet. But what if we have notes? So what we need? We need to show a list view in the builder. Just use context index, and after that just this, and give the item counts notes dot length. So over here we will return a list style. In the list style we'll return the leading icon. What will be the leading icon? Leading icon will be our basic text, and before the text let's just create one node. We will take the nodes from the index, then we will use the node dot title and the 0th letter to uppercase. We will use a style, text style, font size 20. We need the title also. For a title we use the same node dot title. For the subtitle we'll use the same node dot description. So it's done. So just save it. So our basic list is completed. Now what? We will how to add the data. So very first you have to create the Firebase Firestore DB's instance. How you can create Firestore Firestore? We use the instance. So this is how you can create the instance of the Firestore. Now what we need? We need to access the collection of the DB. What is the collection? The name which we provided over here, notes. Then we need to give the doc ID. So what is a document? Document is this. We already give the ID over here, you can see. So we want the same ID. Right now we can't generate this random number of IDs. So I am just using the current timestamp. Then what we are going to do? We are going to add. So in the Firestore we use set to add anything. So just what this set will take? This set will take the data into a map format, and I don't know how to make a map format. So in the note module we created a method called note to map. So let's just access and write to map, and it takes a note as a parameter. So this is a note as a parameter. So it just pass that and await and make this method async. It may take time. When the method is completed, let's just whenever the data is added successfully, just scaffold.messenger of dot show snackbar text added successfully. You may use this, and into the build method you may write build context for the context. So this is how you may create the URL. Basically the adding works. So into the add mode, after the add mode, just close this and come over top, and you can't use stateless, just use stateful widget. And on the floating button, on press of the floating button, a dialog box will be shown, and on the click of the add button, the dialog box will be called. So we will use add node method. Inside the node we will create a new object of node. Just make sure you use this await and make it async. After that, when the add button is created, just call the set state method. So after the set state, just navigator.pop. So this is done. Let's go to the app, click on add. We will write today it's a sunny day. Just click on add. Now you can see the data is added successfully. Just to ensure, let's go to and check. Now you can see the data is added. So this is how we can add the data. Now what next? Next is how we can get the data. Let's just use get node. And this method doesn't take any parameters and it returns the data in the form of query snapshots. So let's just use query snapshots. And what it takes? It will also take the Firebase Firestore instance. Then after it will take the collection, from which collection we want the data. We want from the nodes. And if we want any specific data, you can provide the UID. If you don't want, you can write the get method. It will completely send all the data in the specific node. Now, the query snapshot is done. Now we will iterate. Use the document snapshot and in the doc and use snapshot.docs. So this is you can do. Over here, write where and over here write the note data and over here after that write data as map string dynamic. So this is the way to fetch the data. Like you have to follow. This is the only way. Like how you can get the data from the Firestore. So if you are having any trouble understanding, don't worry. It takes some time, but you will understand. So after nodes data is get, use the nodes to add the data. Now into the node, whenever we will add the node, it will ask to add a node in the node model class, but the data we are getting is in the map of string dynamic. So how we can do? If you remember that we converted the from map to the nodes. So simply we will call that method node dot from map, and over here we will pass the node data. A raw data is passed and it will say to update the data. Just after the for loop, use the get set state method. Into the add also, after this, just call the set state method. We can't call this in the over here. Just paste it over here. Just save it. And now you may see, like I am again came to change. Just add one more data. Tomorrow, not sunny. Add. Now you can see the data is added, but there is a crash. Okay, so just remove this set state for now and go to the Firebase console. You may see that double data is added. Not sunny day tomorrow, not sunny day. This is added 2 times. So like I press the button 2 times only. So just go to the Android Studio and very first we will override the init state. What this do? At the initialization of the page, it calls the method. So we will use the get nodes method to get the nodes. Just you can see, just come over here and now you can see the data is added. Over this, you can see this data is also came, which I added onto the console. From the console, this data is also added. Now, what's next? This is how. Up now, what on the on click of this button, I want the data to be refreshed. So let's just add one more. Name yesterday was a sunny day. And just click on add. So now you can see it is added successfully, but it's not visible over here, right? So we will use refresh for that. So how we can use refresh? So over here, whenever we click on this, just refresh this. Refresh the data. So like, of course, it was added as the page reloaded. Let's add a Nora and over here we will write my name is Lloyd Jones. Just add the data. Now you can see it's not over there. So just click on this and after that you can see it's added. But wait, all the data is repeated. How to avoid this? Just go down and wherever you are fetching the nodes, just before fetching, clear the nodes. So the previous data will be removed. Now you can see, just click on this. Now you can see no data is reloading. And if you add another, let's just add Fateh and you may write not so soon. Just add. So now no data is added. I mean the data is added but it's not reflected. So for that refresh it and the data is added. And you can see that the data, everything is properly adding. So in this video you saw how we can add the data and get the data from the Firestore database. So in the next video I will teach you how you can update or delete the data from the Firestore database. So this was the part 1 video of the Firestore database. We will meet on the next video. So our today's topic is done. Thank you.